Welcome to the first episode of Outdoors America. Welcome to the first episode of Outdoors America. This YouTube channel is designed to show the beginner with no experience or with a lot of experience how to do things in the outdoors. So if you're a person who knows nothing about the outdoors and you want to spend the summer trying to like fish, start a fire from scratch, well, this is the channel for you. So in my future episodes, I'll be spending a lot of time about fishing, intro to fishing, how to tie knots, what baits to use, fake baits, real baits, you name it, and you'll become an outdoorsman before you know it. And it's very simple. So the first thing we're going to do today is we're going to start a fire without matches. Let's say you're stuck in the wild without matches, or you just want to have some fun. I mean, what are the chances of you being stuck in the wild without matches? Okay, it's likely to none. You're gonna be at a camp resort, camping in the middle of the forest. Just showing up in the middle of a forest. It's far and few, but it could happen. Okay, I've been camping for years, and there were times where torrential downpours came, and my matches are now flooded. Forget a fire, right? Everyone's all bummed out, and I'm saying, you know what? Guess again. We'll be able to start a fire before you know it. Okay, so in today's episode, I'm going to show you how to start a fire using just this flint. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but this flint, it's you have magnesium. You can scrape onto a piece of paper, and then you have flint, just like that. I'll do it one more time. Right? Here's your fire source right here. You can light different things. In the next episode, I'll show you how to start a fire using a magnifying glass. We're using all the same things. It's starting to rain right now, but we can still have a fire. It's a little bit of drizzle, but there's going to be some more sun in about an hour from now. So we're not going to give up on the fire, because when the sun does come out, we'll be able to start the fire. Okay. Yep. So what we're going to do right now is I'm going to show you what you need to start the fire.
Dad, it's raining.
I know. What you need to start a fire, the first thing you need, get as many dry leaves as you can. The kind that crumples in your hand. If it doesn't crumple, that means it's too wet, okay? And it won't light. Dry leaves light wonderfully. It's awesome. It's like lighter fluid. They just burn up. Second thing you're gonna need is some dry twigs, okay? Get the twigs that you can just simply crack in half. See if it does this. This will burn, but it's not gonna burn as nice. So, let's go through all of them. Let's go through all of them. Okay, this will burn. Okay, some of them will just snap in half like that. Those are the ones that are gonna burn up. You wanna get a bunch of these. You wanna get a bunch of the ones that's really wet right there. Okay, but you mix them up, it's okay. You wanna get the kind that just snap right in half, right? They just break apart, no problem whatsoever. Get a bunch of those. What we're gonna do is, for this method, we're gonna get some tissues. Okay. We're going to get some tissues, and what we're going to do, I'm just going to set this right on right here. Try to get as close as I can. I am using a stand. Let's see if we can get, I'm going to try to get as close as I can. Okay, remember it is raining, but, when you need a campfire, you need a campfire, and it's not pouring, you can still have a campfire. So one side of this, you can scrape off. It has a magnesium side. You can get these on eBay for about $2. Okay? It comes in a metal piece. One side you want to scrape off. You're going to see little shards of metal, magnesium on your tissue paper, cotton ball. The other side, when you finally have a pile, it's going to ignite it. So let's see if we can do it. Cotton balls work the best. So what we're going to do, cotton balls, you just do one strike and the thing lights up. So what we need to do is we need to scrape a pile of this on. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop the camera. I'm going to scrape a pile of the other side on until there's a pile, and then I'm going to light it up. And I've tried a couple times and the leaves are too wet. Because I picked them off a tree, the leaves are very wet. So instead of the leaves, I'm going to go straight for paper towels. So, I'm trying to, tell you that the driest leaves are the most important. So if you can get a cotton ball, this will definitely work with a cotton ball. No problem at all. If you can get yourself a hand, let's say you don't have, you can just throw this in your backpack. It can float down the river for 5 days, and you can still start a fire with it. If you don't have matches, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. I would just have this in my backpack. Just drop it in there. If you have paper towels, it'll work. Okay, I just scraped about that much. Okay, I'm gonna put it right here. As this catches on fire, I'm gonna start dropping twigs on it. There it goes. It's on fire. I'm gonna start dropping some twigs, leaves, you name it. Dropping it right on top. Start letting it burn. It's burning. You want to get as much twigs and stuff as you can. Once the twigs start burning, get these little twigs, put them on top. Once the twigs start burning, you're good. Let's let that burn. So we didn't use any matches. We just scraped. We scraped this. We scraped this onto some paper towels, right? When we had a little pile, we turned it, and then it's so fast, I don't know if you can see it. Right there. It caught the paper towel, and then we threw some leaves on it. Cotton ball also works. So hanging tough. I'm going to show you how we're going to keep this alive. So then once you get the paper towel burning or the cotton ball, you want to throw some leaves in there, some twigs. You want to blow on it now and then so the flame gets some oxygen, because when we throw the twigs on it, we kind of smother it a little bit. So we want to get some oxygen in there, because fire needs oxygen to survive, and we kind of like smothered it with twigs. But once the twigs are on fire, we're pretty much we're set. And keep adding these little twigs. I'm going to try to add a larger piece now and then. You have a nice breeze coming through, that's also helpful. Just going to lower this a bit. I don't know if you can see it. It looks a little smoky, but there's a flame there. You hear that sizzling sound? That means that the wood is a little too wet. There we go. There's our dry stuff. Our dry stuff is hiding at the bottom. And a lot of dry stuff down there. goes. All the dry stuff was at the way bottom, underneath this piece of wood. And now, you know, it's good to have a little storage area. If you can store the wood, you know, somewhere. Like if you're if you're camping, you have a little storage area. So we're gonna blow on it more because, you know, I did smother it a little bit. No matches whatsoever, just a flint. If you can get your hands on some really dry leaves, if you have a paper towel works great. When you're camping, you know, you can keep a little like safety bag, a Ziploc bag full of paper towels, cotton balls, things that can't get wet, waterproof. So at this point, we're going to add a larger log. So a lot of twigs are burning. We're going to throw a larger log. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to place this right near the top. Okay, you don't want to smother it. You want to lean it. Try to get a good angle right here. And that'll catch. That log will catch, and then we have a fire. So I'm gonna come back later on when we do have a nice fire. So we got a flame going. We're gonna keep it going. First, we started with the little twigs, and now we add a little log. I'm gonna add this one. We're gonna lean it up because there's air. And then eventually that will catch. And you want to constantly keep monitoring it. You're not just leaving the fire. You're constantly monitoring it. And then there you go. There's a fire using a flint. Next episode, fire using magnifying glass.